And welcome back everybody to Final Fantasy Industrial Park. I am TJ the Obscure here with you. Flaming skeletons, lots of flaming skeletons. That guy was over there, I thought he was going to kill me. I thought I was going to have to fight him to get off of this evil cake island thing that I'm on with the pressure plate that resets your gear and all that kind of stuff. So, I made a mistake, you guys. I made a boo-boo. I made a small little boo-boo. I updated to Windows 10. And in the process, apparently, my recording software reset my audio options, and so it was not registering my mic for whatever reason. All my other stuff was fine. Like it said, your files are right where you left them. That kind of stuff. I haven't noticed any other problems. Just that one, just resetting the audio. So I'm doing this voiceover after the fact, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm trying to get this wood. I wasn't entirely sure if it was going to be necessary or not. I've never actually tried to get the wood here. Usually I just run straight to the top. I also was experiencing very slight lag spikes, if you notice that. There may be a reason for that, I'm not entirely sure. Namely, I am playing around with my encoder a little bit. For those of you who are interested in how I record and those kinds of things, you might want to pay attention here. I used to use the quick sync encoder. What that is essentially I have two graphics cards on the computer. Yes, I figured out that those are silverfish because I was thinking, hey, I can make a stone pick even. But because they're silverfish, I am unable to. So I used to use the NVIDIA encoder whenever I used to record in 720p. And it was beautiful. I thought it worked great. And like I said, I have two graphics cards. Essentially, I have my NVIDIA a really nice graphics card that I spent lots of money on, and then you have like a built-in Intel HD graphics card that you can use to do your encoding. And since I'm using my NVIDIA graphics card to do all of my graphics work, it makes sense to go ahead and use the integrated Intel graphics card to do your recording for you. It takes stress off of the CPU and potentially off of your graphics card as well. But whenever I tried to record in 1080p, for whatever reason, it just did not work very well. I could not get it to create quality video. And so I've been playing around a lot with my recording settings and stuff. Right now I have two different profiles set up, both of which seem to provide me with pretty good quality video. One of them uses the X264 encoder. That's the kind of standard encoder. That's the one that people say produces the best quality video, and I tend to agree. But I also have a profile set up with my NVIDIA encoder. I mean, my graphics card has a lot of power in it, and it has its very own encoder in it, so why not use that one, right? Now, it cannot produce as good a quality of video as X264, a lot of people claim, but I've pumped the bitrate up to 50,000 kilobytes per, or kilobits per second, or whatever it is. I'm sure a lot of you guys know a lot more about this stuff than I do. And it seems to produce some pretty good quality video, I would say. So I'm testing that out right now. Let me know how things look. I'm also playing around with audio quite a bit. I've got a lot of complaints from people saying that the little babies are coming for you, saying that game sounds are often too low. And so I decided to just boost up volume 100%. It's very loud whenever I play. I can't hear anything. Like, my wife will sneak up behind me and like whisper evil things in my ear, and I can't even hear it. But I want to make sure that you guys can hear the game whenever I play. So I'm not sure why that is, why the game audio is so low on my recording compared to what I hear, because what I hear is very loud indeed. What else? So yeah, let me know how the video sounds. Let me know how the audio, or how the video sounds. Let me know how the video looks. Let me know how the audio sounds. Oh gosh, I say. The Enderman scared the crap out of me. I was really trying hard to get an Ender Pearl because an Ender Pearl comes in very handy on the third and final area of this map. But I did not manage to get it there. The guy was just teleporting all over the place. What else? This is going to be a relatively short video because my son got really sick last night. I was having lots of trouble sleeping. I haven't been able to sleep lately. I think it's because my mind isn't taxed from all of the schoolwork and stuff. Like, grades are in, I'm done, I have nothing to do. And so, like, I'm up at night with just thoughts racing in my head. And especially given the many problems I had at work this semester, I've been staying up late at night just thinking about things. And so it was about 3:30, I think, when my son, I hear him in the bathroom, and he's coughing, and I'm like, why is he coughing? And I realize he's thrown up. So that was pleasant. He had eaten a cheeseburger, too. Yeah. Don't want any cheeseburgers anytime soon. But so he's home, and it's kind of sad because it's like the last day of school before their break. I don't think you can call it Christmas break anymore. I think they're so fascinated with that bed there. You guys are like, oh, look at the soft sheets and the red. It's so red. It's beautiful. Like last day of school, they're having a party, a Christmas party, whatever they call it nowadays. I think it's like a holiday party or a winter break party or something like that. Anyways, and he is unable to go. But it's funny, he asked me this morning, he's like, Dad, do I have to go to school? Because he seems like he's feeling a lot better. But we're keeping him home just to be safe, you know. I have that privilege of being able to stay home with him if I need to. It's very nice. But he said, do I have to go to school? I'm like, no, you don't have to go to school, thinking he's going to be all sad. And he's like, yes, he's all happy about it. Because I don't think he's figured out, like, oh, I'm missing my Christmas party. And he was in charge of the hot chocolate, too, which I think my wife actually took that to the classroom this morning anyways. But, yeah, so I'm home with him, don't have much time. In fact, not being able to do, or not recording the audio first time around kind of messed things up. I'm having to spend double time on the video, essentially. What else? What else? Okay. I have lots of Christmas songs in my head because my wife has been forcing me to watch all the Christmas movies, all the terrible Christmas movies on Netflix. Gosh, a lot of them are just so bad. So very bad. Like the Frosty, the remake of the Frosty the Snowman one or whatever, that really has nothing whatsoever to do with Frosty. So, I could play this area much faster. I think usually it takes me about 5 minutes or so to do it. But I decided to kind of take the long way around and show you guys how to do it if you're not quick on your toes, like I am, I suppose. Plus, I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about things. So, mess around with graphics, with audio. My son is sick. I have limited time to record. Next thing I need to talk about is the server. It is up and running, you guys. I think I will include the IP in the description for this video. Not sure if that's the smartest thing to do or not. I know people can get access to the server that I may not want them to have access to the server. I figure because it's not a survival server where we're gonna have like a world that people can mess up in significant ways, it doesn't really matter that much. I'll be recycling the map pretty much every week or every couple weeks probably. Plus, I have such a small channel. I don't think I'm gonna attract that many crazy people. You never know though. It is the internet. So yeah, I think I'm just going to put it in the description of the video, and if something does happen, I can always change the IP, and I really don't want to have to do a whitelist, because that's just extra work for me, but I will if I have to. I will ban the people. Don't forget your torch there, guy. Grab your torch. I hate this fire escape. This fire escape drives me crazy. That fire escape has probably killed me on this map more than anything else. Just because of all the holes, and because things come out and they try to attack you. And whatnot, just like that. Boom, silverfish. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. I made it back. We're okay. So I will put the IP in the description for the video. Right now I have Waking Up, Vex's Waking Up map on there. It's in version 1.4.7, so in order to join the server, you'll first need to switch your Minecraft version to 1.4.7, and then you'll need to input the IP address. What else? There's a Mumble server. I have not really set that up yet. I mean, it should be running. It should be fine. So I will include the information for that also in the description of this video. And here's how I think it's going to work. Tomorrow is Saturday. For some reason, I was recording this video thinking it was Thursday. But it's not. It's not Thursday. Today is Friday, which means tomorrow is Saturday, which means tomorrow was going to be the day that I had planned on doing these scheduled collaborative CTM maps with everybody. But I don't know, I don't want to start one tomorrow and then next Saturday I think is Christmas, so it'll just kind of be weird because I don't think anybody will be able to show up next Saturday. So I'm just going to keep the server open, and you guys can feel free to join and play around on it at any time you want. I will actually be on there this Saturday. More Enderman. I really wanted to get an Enderman. Really, really wanted to. And I was hoping that it was the same Enderman. I think with this sword it would take about 8 shots, or not 8 shots, about 10 shots to kill him. I think is what it would take. 10 regular shots, maybe 8 critical shots or so. Dang gold sword is so very weak. So very weak, I say. So yeah, I think I just want you guys to get on. Again, Waking Up is on there, so you can play the map, you can mess around, you can die a lot, which I'm sure people will do, because it's freaking Waking Up, and it's probably the hardest starting area in a CTM. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, Legendary is pretty difficult too, but like Waking Up I found really, really challenging. Simply because it takes a long time to get to the wood and to get established and that kind of stuff. But, and if you die, you have to go all the way back to the start. It's just a pain. Legendary has that too. I don't know. It'd be a nice discussion to have. Is what CTM has the hardest starting area of any map? I'm sure there are ones out there that have really, really hard starting areas that I've never even played before. What else? So this video, I'm only going to do the second area, the Infirmary, and then I'll have a final video for this coming out probably either tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. And that I will do the final area, which is called Super Happy Fun Slide, I think, or something like that. And it's, I wouldn't really call it parkour. I wouldn't call it, it's not combat oriented either, although there is a little bit of combat, I think. I don't think I've played it since he's updated the map, so I don't know how it's changed, really. But it's like water parkour, I guess you could call it. In some ways similar to Pain Water from Legendary. So, I'll have that video coming out, and that will be the third and final video for this map. Hopefully, unless I just die a lot on that final area. What else? So we're slowly making it our way to the top. I was like, no, villager, do not do it to me. You and your nose there, guy. I got very scared thinking something was going to come out and attack me, and indeed I was right. The zombies kept it coming for me. Although they were very much attracted to the villagers, so I think it would have been safe, but whatever. I was kind of surprised that the creepers were still spawning over on those platforms. I don't know if you noticed that or not. It gets so very quiet right now. I like it. I enjoy it. What else? What else, you guys? What else do I have to talk about? So, yeah, my goal for these first couple weeks, then, is to simply let you guys play on the server all that you want. There's not going to be anything really scheduled. I think I'm going to hop on Saturday, probably around Saturday, which is tomorrow. Probably around 9 or 10 Pacific time, I think, is what I'm going to do. So long as my wife does indeed go to her parents' house, and I have some alone time. Even if they don't, I'll probably hop on. I just won't be able to record anything, and it'll just be us talking. And don't feel pressured to hop on Mumble or anything like that. You don't have to get on Mumble. You don't even have to chat. You can just play if you want, and be a wallflower, or you can even kind of go off ahead and play the map all on your own if you really wanted to. Might be kind of interesting to have people do that. They could like set up traps ahead for other people. That would be funny. That would be very funny. And I think it's going to be interesting to be playing a map collaboratively, especially these longer maps where they're gonna span multiple weeks. Of course, Waking Up, this one, it's not really. I don't expect us to beat it or anything. Mainly, I'm doing this so that we can test the server out. We can test out the limits of the server. Can it handle as many people as going to hop on? I don't imagine. I mean, I think I can handle. It says it can handle 48 players, although I sincerely doubt that. It's only a 2 gigabyte server. For some of the more modern maps, such as like Ragecraft 3, I think I would have to up it to at least 6 gigabytes, 6 or 8 gigabytes. But for now, I think 2 will be more than plenty, especially if we're going to mainly be doing the mini-maps. So, but yeah, I just want to test the server out, make sure things go smoothly. I also need to familiarize. Oh gosh! Don't take a nap. Do not take a nap. I did not. Look at me scroll into my health potions like an expert, like the amazing player that I am. So yeah, just test it out, and also maybe get to know some of you guys, and figure out who can and can't use Mumble, that kind of stuff. You know, make sure that the server runs smoothly. Make sure that people know how to get onto the server, because I'm sure that there are some people out there who've never had to type in an IP address before and that kind of stuff, or had to log into Mumble. And also, if you do decide to use Mumble, don't feel like you have to have good quality audio or anything like that. Mainly, when I do record this stuff, I'm only going to be uploading highlights and funny shenanigans and things like that. So, shouldn't worry about the quality of your audio or anything like that. We got the fire resist. Look at how many potions I have, you guys. I couldn't believe that I was able to collect so many dang potions in this area. Kind of ridiculous. So we make it to the final layer, and I decided to just go for it. The more time that you spend in that top room, the more gas that spawns. And so I don't know if it's really worth it or not. And I was kind of contemplating here, like, what should I really even bother taking out the gas? I think I should just go for it, right? And look at me shifting all the way up there. I was so terrified, I'd say. If I were to really practice on this map and gain some confidence and knowledge of the area and best routes and stuff, I bet I could beat it really, really quickly. Like I said, I think it usually only takes me about 5 minutes to get to the top and escape with the wool, but I bet I could go even faster than that if I really, really tried. And like I said, this is one of my favorite CTM areas because it's just so basic, but so very challenging at the same time. And I think it's great. It's a great form of training, I think, for CTMs, especially for combat training and movement training, because you have to be able to move fast. Those beds in the rooms really mess people up. We take some speed too. We take some regen, and I try my best to get out of here as quick as possible. The quickest way down, actually, is to just go all the way down the fire escape. It's probably the least risky as well, although you have to be good about landing on the fire escape and not landing in one of the holes. I messed up the jump here. I was like, oh gosh. If I had not landed, I probably would have killed myself. I got rather lucky there. And yeah, I pretty much just jumping my way down. And that's it. We make it to the teleporter and we managed to escape. And I was so happy about how quiet it was here. I love how quiet the record monument is. You could say the same thing about Eventide Trance as well, just the central area, although it did have the zombies spawning underneath. The central area was like your safe space. It's my safe space. So 2 records down, 1 area left to go, and I do give you guys a little preview of the Super Happy Fun slide. A slight preview. I have all this stuff in my inventory, though, and I'm not entirely sure how to handle it. Usually I don't have this much stuff coming into this area. And like I said, it's kind of similar to Pain Water, although you also have to deal with Void as well, and there's not as much lava. For the most part, it's just water. And there's also mobs. Skeletons. I think there's skeletons, at least, and zombies, maybe? Like I said, I haven't played it since he updated it, and I don't really remember it all that well anyways. I have no idea what I'm thinking right here. I'm trying to figure out, like, what do I want to take with me? What do I want to leave behind? Because if I die and I fall in the void, then I lose all the stuff that I have. I do not want that to happen, especially because, like, with the lava, the fire resistance would come in really handy, I think, or the regen. And the food would also come in really handy because I don't think he provides you with any food in this area. So, very, very nice to have all of that. Like I said, the pick is really useless. And that's one thing about this map that I don't like, is that it's a CTM map, but it completely lacks survival elements, I think. Pretty much everything you get from command blocks or from dispensers, and you get a lot of it. At least in that infirmary area. Here, I think all you get is like a helmet and a fish. And the fish has like knockback on it or something like that. So, 1 piece of food and a helmet, and that's it. You can see it looks very, very intimidating. I think first time I played this map, I gave up here. I was just like, nope, Nope, I do not have time to do this, because it looks like it's going to take forever, right? And it does take a while. I think I've completed it. I think I beat this map. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I know the first time I played this map, I died well over 100 times, just on the parkour area. Which I thought I did pretty well on that. I only have 3 deaths so far, so that's pretty impressive, you know? Just 2 on the parkour area, and then 1 on the infirmary, I believe. Right? I think so. So I feel like I've done pretty dang good for this map. I'm sure there are people out there who've beat it in like less than 10 minutes with 0 deaths and stuff. And if I had hours to spend just perfecting my approach and routes and all that kind of stuff, then I'm sure I would be able to accomplish that as well. All right, about a minute left in the video, but I think that's really all that I have to share. I was obviously able to communicate things much more efficiently this time around compared to the raw recording, because I have 45 extra seconds of time with you guys. What should we talk about, huh? What should we talk about? I do not know. Oh, one thing, I'm thinking about including another game. Fallout isn't getting that much attention, although there are some people who seem to really be enjoying it, so I don't know. But I've talked about this before. I have there's a lot of video games I've never really played before, so if you have a suggestion for a game you'd like to see me play, please feel free to share it with me, and I will look into that. Alright guys, that's going to be it from me for today. Next episode, you will get to see me take on this guy. That will come out either tomorrow or Sunday. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.